As we step into a new year, many of us reflect on areas of our lives we wish to improve. We set intentions for health, career, and personal growth. This year, let's consider a resolution that often goes unaddressed, yet profoundly impacts our well-being. It's about creating a healthier emotional landscape for ourselves. This involves looking inward and outward, especially at the relationships closest to us. Sometimes these relationships, even with family, can be sources of stress rather than support. Family is meant to be a sanctuary, a place of unconditional love and acceptance. However, for many, family interactions can be draining, critical, or even manipulative. These are often signs of toxic family dynamics. Toxic behaviors can manifest in many ways. They might include constant criticism, emotional blackmail, disrespect for your choices, or a complete disregard for your feelings. Recognizing these patterns is the first crucial step toward change. It's important to remember that toxic doesn't necessarily mean malicious intent. Sometimes, these behaviors stem from unresolved issues or learned patterns within the family system. Regardless of the root cause, their impact on you remains significant. Living with unresolved toxic family dynamics can take a heavy toll on your mental and emotional health. It can lead to anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and a constant feeling of walking on eggshells. Your peace of mind is invaluable. Setting boundaries is not an act of selfishness or punishment. It is an act of self-preservation and self-respect. It's about defining what you will and will not accept in your interactions, creating a protective space for your emotional energy. Think of boundaries as invisible fences that protect your personal space and emotional well-being. They communicate your needs and limits to others, ensuring that your relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding. Before you can set effective boundaries, you need to understand what you're protecting. Take some time to reflect on specific interactions that leave you feeling drained, angry, or disrespected. What are the recurring patterns? Consider the specific behaviors or comments that trigger negative emotions in you. Is it unsolicited advice, constant judgment, or perhaps a lack of respect for your personal decisions? Pinpointing these helps you define your boundaries clearly. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this process. Write down instances where you felt your boundaries were crossed. Note how you felt, what was said, and what you wished had happened instead. This clarity is your foundation. Now that you've identified your needs, it's time to formulate your New Year's resolutions. These should be clear, specific, and actionable. Focus on what you will do rather than trying to control others' behavior. For example, instead of, "My aunt needs to stop criticizing my life choices," try, "I will end conversations when my aunt starts criticizing my life choices." This shifts the focus to your agency and control. Your resolutions might involve limiting contact, refusing to engage in certain topics, or disengaging from arguments. They could also mean setting time limits for visits or phone calls. Be precise about your intentions. Once you've defined your boundaries, the next step is to communicate them. This can feel daunting, especially with family members. Choose a calm moment, not during a heated argument, to express your needs. Use I statements to express how certain behaviors affect you. For instance, "I feel overwhelmed when discussions turn into debates about my personal life, so I need to change the subject or step away." This avoids blame. Be clear and concise. You don't need to over-explain or justify your boundaries. A simple, firm statement of your needs is sufficient. Remember, you are communicating a boundary, not asking for permission. Setting a boundary is only the first step. Consistently maintaining it is where the real work lies. Family members, especially those accustomed to old dynamics, may test your new limits. This is a natural part of the process. When a boundary is tested, calmly and firmly reiterate your boundary. For example, "As I mentioned, I won't discuss that topic. Let's talk about something else, or I'll need to end this call." Consistency reinforces your message. It's crucial to follow through on your stated consequences. If you said you would end a call, then end it. If you said you would leave a gathering, then do so. Your actions speak louder than words in establishing respect. You might encounter resistance, anger, or even guilt tripping from family members. They may accuse you of being selfish or uncaring. These reactions can be incredibly difficult to navigate. Remember that their reaction is about their discomfort with change, not a reflection of your worth or your decision. Stay firm in your resolve, knowing that you are protecting your well-being. Guilt is a common emotion when setting boundaries, especially with family. Remind yourself that you are not responsible for others' feelings or reactions. You are responsible for your own peace and health. While the initial stages of setting boundaries can be challenging, the long-term benefits are profound. You will likely experience increased peace of mind, reduce stress, and improve self-esteem. Healthy boundaries can also lead to healthier relationships. When you clearly define what you need, others learn how to interact with you respectfully. This can transform dynamics over time, or help you recognize relationships that cannot change. Ultimately, this New Year's resolution is an investment in yourself. It's about honoring your needs and creating a life where you feel respected, valued, and emotionally safe. You deserve that peace. Setting boundaries with toxic family members is a courageous act of self-love. It's a journey, not a destination, and there will be moments of doubt and difficulty. Be patient and compassionate with yourself throughout this process. This new year, choose to prioritize your emotional health. Choose to define your space and protect your peace. You are embarking on a path of empowerment, creating a life that truly supports your well-being. Remember, you are not alone in this. Many people navigate similar challenges. By taking this step, you are not only healing yourself, but also modeling healthy self-respect for those around you.